From the pages of WWF Spotlight number 15, we are transported into the glittering, complicated, and emotional life of the First Lady of Wrestling, Miss Elizabeth, in what remains one of the most personal and heartfelt issues ever produced by WWF publications. The issue opens with a heartfelt editorial explaining why Elizabeth, long the loyal and elegant presence beside Macho Man Randy Savage, finally deserved her own moment in the spotlight. Described as a gentle but strong woman, the editorial team acknowledges the difficulty in capturing her complexity. A reserved yet powerful presence whose grace helped elevate every moment she touched in the ring. The main feature begins with Randy Savage's rise and the shocking twist that rather than choosing one of the established male managers, he introduced Elizabeth as his surprise choice, an unknown at the time, stunning in her debut, radiant and mysterious. Initially doubted by her peers, Elizabeth would soon guide Savage to the Intercontinental and then the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Her quiet influence and commitment to transforming Savage's wild aggression into championship gold is detailed with reverence, especially during his early title defenses and his notorious feud with George the Animal Steele, whose obsessive love for Elizabeth turned into a surreal and tragic triangle. We're reminded of the time Savage brutally attacked Ricky Steamboat with a timekeeper's bell, only for Steele to help Steamboat take the Intercontinental title, an event Elizabeth saw not as a loss of gold, but a failure of her dream to civilize her charge. Yet she never gave up on him. In fact, she risked herself repeatedly, most notably during an ambush by the Honky Tonk Man and the Hart Foundation, where she shielded Savage with her own body and took a shove to the mat. That act of love led her to fetch Hulk Hogan backstage, creating the alliance that would become the Mega Powers. As manager to both men, Elizabeth's influence only grew. She stood between their egos until it all unraveled in a bitter split at WrestleMania 5. Savage's jealousy exploded, leading to their breakup, but Elizabeth's faith remained. She managed Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire against Macho King and Queen Sherry at WrestleMania 6, and later reunited with Savage after his career-ending loss to the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7. She protected him from Sherry's attack and embraced him in the ring, creating one of wrestling's most emotional moments. Their in-ring wedding at SummerSlam 1991 was a high point for Elizabeth, but darkness followed when Jake the Snake Roberts crashed the reception and later slapped her during an angle so intense it shocked viewers nationwide. Elizabeth stood strong through it all, helping Savage get reinstated and fueling his vengeance until he finally drove Roberts from the WWF. A side feature presents an interview-style Q&A with Savage and Elizabeth answering fan-submitted questions, including insights on their romance, regrets, emotional highs and lows, and deep reflections about loyalty and love in a dangerous business. Savage admits he caused more harm to their relationship than any rival could, while Elizabeth confesses she stayed committed even in the darkest times. The issue also features a trivia section titled Liz Quiz, testing fans' knowledge about her background, favorite hobbies, key events, and history with the Macho Man, ranging from their wedding date to who managed whom at WrestleMania. The final part of the issue contains fiery promos from rival managers like Honky Tonk Man, Sensational Sherry, and Harvey Whippleman, all dismissing Elizabeth as a fragile distraction in a man's world. But then the Reverend Slick appears as her lone defender, delivering a spirited rebuttal, praising Elizabeth's composure and business savvy, calling her a blessing in the locker room. The magazine is packed with classic WWF mail-order ads, including Hulk Hogan pajamas, Bret Hart posters, Virgil t-shirts, and championship belts for every kid to wear proudly. There's even a Columbia House video subscription for the best of WrestleMania. But above it all, this issue captures Elizabeth's quiet power. How she was more than just a manager, more than just a valet. She was a grounding force in a chaotic world of muscle, ego, and spectacle. Through triumph and betrayal, injury and glory, Miss Elizabeth remained a symbol of love, class, and loyalty. And if this deep, heartfelt look into wrestling's most legendary woman brought back the memories and the emotions, then do what Elizabeth would want: like, share, and subscribe. This has been From the Pages, and today we stood beside the Queen.